LA Beast here. Today, we're going to be doing a question and answer. I'm going to be a normal human being. I'm not going to be eating anything crazy. And I'm going to answer the questions from the fans, straight up. I'd just like to say thank you to all my subscribers, to everyone who's been following me the past couple of years, for all the positive support, the positive feedback. Just like to say thank you. I believe I have 50 questions. So, 50 questions with the LA Beast. Here we go. People want to know, what is your real name? My real name is Kevin Straley. How old am I? Yes, obviously I know I look like a 21-year-old frat boy. I'm actually 29 years old. Just turned 29 in January. Alright, here's a serious question. What got me into doing all these YouTube challenges? About 2 years ago, I wanted to try and do the gallon milk challenge, and my roommate, he filmed it, and it was my roommate, his friends. I went over there, and that's it. I drank a gallon of milk in less than 10 minutes. I didn't throw up. Threw it up on YouTube, and the rest is history. Who is my favorite pro wrestler? There are so many, but I'm going to have to say Bret the Hitman Hart is probably my favorite. Do I have a daytime job? I used to, until I moved to Los Angeles. But yes, I was a sales rep for a beer company in Manhattan. Just went around to different grocery stores, saw what the store was missing, and sent in the beer. So I supplied beer to New York City. Alright, this one's a good one, and this one will answer all the shit questions. What is the worst shit that I've taken / total aftermath of a challenge? And I've narrowed it down to 3 challenges, which I've done on my YouTube channel. The worst shit that I have taken was after I drank a 3-liter tin of olive oil. As I was editing the film, I was sitting in the chair at my desk, and when I got up off of the chair was just saturated in oil. And the following 48 hours, I was shitting oil. So, yeah, it was just leaking out of every single pore of my body. I had to throw away the chair I was sitting in, throw away my shorts, throw away everything. Couldn't even sleep in my bed because it was leaking out of my ass. I didn't want to ruin my bed. So the olive oil was the worst shit taken after a challenge. And the 2 worst aftermaths were, I did a curry challenge in New York City probably 3 years ago. You have to eat the entire bowl of curry. It was on Man vs. Food. For that one, I was on the toilet for a good 10 hours straight, and just the physical pain, that heat sitting in your stomach. Yeah, that's up there. And then the warheads. When I ate 86 warheads, like, it melted off the sides of my tongue and the tip of my tongue. I couldn't eat food for 3 days. I couldn't even drink a protein shake. That's how badly it hurt. So those, worst shit was the olive oil. The worst aftermath and pain were the other 2. Now here's a serious question. How often do I train up my stomach for eating contests? Usually 2 weeks prior to a contest, I'll start. My training method is I train with fruits and vegetables, watermelon. I'll go buy 5 pounds of cantaloupe and just sit there until it's all gone. I'll eat 4 or 5 pounds of lettuce or cabbage. So usually about 2 weeks prior, I'll start stretching my stomach out with fruits and vegetables and healthier foods. But for the Nathan's hot dog contest last year, I think I went overboard. I gained 34 pounds because I consumed about 700 or 800 hot dogs within a 4-month period. So yeah, this year it's fruits, vegetables, 2 weeks prior to a contest. Okay, here's another one. After doing a hot pepper or chili challenge, does my asshole burn? And the plain and simple for that one is yes, it does. The pepper's hot going in and it burns the ever living crap out of your ass when you're shitting it back out. Do I enjoy vomiting? Do I do it on purpose? Some of the things I do, like drinking that olive oil for instance, yes, I did enjoy vomiting because if I kept that in my system, I could probably die. Or after I do a contest with Nathan's Hot Dogs, sometimes having that much food in there, you don't choose to vomit, it just comes right back up because your body can't handle that much stuff. No, I try not to do it on purpose, but under certain circumstances, yeah, I'll puke. Do I ever eat in moderation? That's another good question. Yes, I do. I'll try to do a YouTube challenge or an eating contest once a month, maybe 2 times a month. But all those other days, I'm eating high proteins. I have a high protein diet. I eat a lot of Chipotle, a lot of cereal, a lot of steak, and a lot of egg whites, and a lot of beer. But that's about it. How did I feel after winning my first eating challenge? The very first eating challenge I've ever done was the Fat Burger Challenge. It was about a 3-pound hamburger. It took me about 35 to 40 minutes to eat it, but it felt pretty goddamn good. And then from there, I did a 4-pound burrito. But the best feeling was when I did the Rutgers Grease Trucks Challenge. I think you have to eat 5 of their fat sandwiches filled with cheese sticks or hamburgers, French fries, all this crazy shit. You got to eat 5 of those in 40 minutes, and then if you complete it, you get a sandwich named after you. So I think that one was the most rewarding because now there's a fat LA beast sandwich at the Are You Hungry Grease Trucks in New Brunswick, New Jersey. That's a good ad placement. What do we have here? Who or what most inspired me to become a competitive eater? Probably my college football roommate Sean Clare saw my YouTube stuff and he said, we're sponsoring this Thanksgiving Day eating event. I think you'd be perfect. So I was like, okay, sign me up. And then I asked who I was competing against, and he said Eric Badlands Booker, Sonia the Black Widow Thomas, and all these other Crazy Legs Conti, these guys in Major League Eating who were pioneers. And I started shitting my pants. And when I got there, everyone there just embraced me, and they're like, dude, get out there, have fun. At the end of the day, you're just eating food. And I think I came in dead last, but the atmosphere and the people within the sport of competitive eating are just so positive. And I had such a great time that, after that event, I did, I think, 17 more contests in 2012. So, yeah, my buddy, college football buddy, got me started. Such a great atmosphere, which is why I do it. Where did the name LA Beast come from? Basically, after I did that gallon milk challenge with my roommate, he put the video online. He said, Beast kills gallon of milk. And then I did the Fat Burger Challenge, and it said, Beast kills hamburger. And I was like, well, everybody goes or says that they're Beast. I was like, how can I, fine tune it to me? Man, I was living in LA at the time, so I just said, fuck it, LA Beast. And it stuck. Even though I was living in New York for a couple of years, still the LA Beast. Have I ever considered a freak show or a touring stage show across the country or something? I don't live too far from Venice Beach, where all the freaks and crazy people are, so maybe, I'll go down there one Sunday and eat a pound of butter. Maybe I'll do it. Have I ever turned down a challenge because it's too dangerous? Yes, I have. People have told me to drink cyanide. People ask me to eat shit. Absolutely fucking not. You guys are out of your mind. You know, I'm not drinking poison. I'm not going to drink gasoline. So, yeah, shut the fuck up. Here's a good one. Have I ever dislocated my sister's shoulder? Yes, I have. I've dislocated my sister's shoulder twice. This one comes from a good friend of mine. He was being a complete jackass by asking this, but yes, once I was tossing her on the couch when she was a little baby. She was laughing, and then all of a sudden she started crying, and she didn't stop crying because I dislocated her shoulder. And then the other time, it was at a funeral. It's a long story. But yes, I love you, Mary Kate. How often do I eat large quantities of food? Just basically, I only eat large quantities of food when I'm training for an eating contest. And I usually just 2 weeks prior, I'll just eat tons of fruits, tons of vegetables, and then once during the contest, I'll eat the actual contest food. And that's about it. Just try to, limit everything to 2 weeks prior to an eating contest. Let's see here. Do I train heavy after these contests? Like go to the gym? Yes. I pretty much go to the gym. When I'm training, I was training for Nathan's last year, Nathan's Hot Dog 4th of July contest. I went to the gym 7 days a week. My cardio, I was on the treadmill for an hour. I was lifting weights for about a good 2 hours. So in heavier food training, I'm in the gym more. If it's, a 2 week prior contest, I'll go to I'm usually in the gym anyway, 5 to 6 days a week. So it may not look like I'm in shape, but I do go to the gym. Someone asked, do I like Pepsi or do I like Coke? I'm a Pepsi guy. Crystal Pepsi, bring it back. Okay, why am I buff and fat at the same time? That's a great question. Probably because I eat a shit ton of shit when I'm doing all these eating contests. If I probably cut out all the YouTube stuff that I do, like eating pounds of butter, eating all these hot dogs, for the amount that I go to the gym, I'd probably be in good shape. I'd just be buff. I wouldn't be fat as well. Let's see. What did my dad say about when I puked in his car during the Ipecac car wash video? No, he wasn't too pleased. Luckily, I did puke more on myself than I did in his actual car. But I had to pay to get the whole thing detailed, washed out, up and down, everything. And he said, you have 6 months to get out of my house, which is why I'm here in Los Angeles. So I would say he's forgiven me a tad bit, but yeah, he wasn't too happy. Yeah, here's a good one. What's wrong with me? From Barry C. I don't fucking know. It's a good question. You stumped me. I'm a crazy son of a bitch who does crazy stuff and puts it on YouTube for your entertainment. Will I ever travel abroad? Like to go into UK or other countries? If you guys pay for it, I'll go. What made me start doing, transitioning from eating challenges to more physical, agonizing stunts? I'm more of a mind over matter type of person, and I just want to inspire people out there that, try new things, things that seem impossible. I want to show them that it can be done. That's my main goal, is just to inspire and show you mind over matter can get you through a lot of things that you think you can't. So I'm not saying go out and eat pounds of butter, but be safe. But but don't ever fail to try to do something. What is my toughest major league eating event to date? Probably cannolis or the cupcakes, because all that sugar. I think I consumed, it was like 54 cupcakes in 6 minutes, but all that icing and frosting, just, that's one where I threw up everywhere after the contest, because the sugar just sits there. Yeah, the cupcakes is probably the worst. What's my goal in Major League Eating? Obviously to make it to Nathan's 4th of July hot dog eating contest. And what are some of the highlights? Probably getting to hang out with, the best competitive eaters in the world. So, made a lot of good friends, and I look forward to making new memories. Who is my favorite guard to play next to me at Fordham College on the football team? Michael Beezer Bresnicki, of course. How's my toe after the self-butter pranking video? Once I turned the camera off, my friend is a police officer, and he was on duty. He had me in the emergency room. I think it was about 7 minutes after I turned the camera off. So the doctor sewed my toe back on. Looks like a regular, normal toe. Everything's good. Would I rather slam my balls in a dresser drawer or complete the wasabi challenge? That's a tough one. I'd rather slam my balls in a dresser drawer while finishing the wasabi challenge, and then challenging others to do it, because I don't think they would. Okay, got one more page to go. Do I prefer doing stuff on YouTube as a living, or having a regular 9-to-5 job? Right now I'm doing YouTube stuff without having a full-time job, but I did like having a job. I need to be on a set schedule. Having too much free time can actually hurt you. So I'm actually looking for a job, but it is nice to be making some sort of an income and live off it through YouTube. Like, you get to be creative and you get paid for it. I'm okay with it. Any funny high school stories? In a science class, I was standing on top of a stool and I did a fake pass out. And just like, I was passed out on the floor. The teacher started freaking out, and then, I was like, I'm just joking around, and she gave me a week's worth of detention. So I don't recommend that. What is my ideal final meal? Steak. What kind of food do I eat to gain muscle? Steak, egg whites, cereal, and burritos. Pretty much all I eat is steak, egg whites, cereal, and Chipotle burritos. What's my favorite soccer team? The New York Giants, because I don't like soccer. Am I ever worried about my stomach splitting from eating all this food? No. There's people on the circuit that they can eat 15 to 20 pounds worth of food. I'm not at that level yet to where I'd have to be worried about my stomach rupturing. So, although it is a long-term concern, if I do get better and progress in this sport, as of right now, no, I'm not worried about it. Ariel M asks, if I'll ever answer these questions or look at them all day. Answer the questions. Would I eat shit for fans? From Tony G. Would you eat shit for your fans? You probably would, but no, I would not eat shit for fans. So let's get that on the table. What's the most recovery time it's taken me after a YouTube challenge? When I tried to eat 150 warheads, only made it to 86. My tongue started to bleed, and it took me about 3 or 4 days until I could eat food again. So that's probably the longest recovery time I've needed. even when I sliced my toe off, I was back in the gym 2 days later. So yeah, the warheads for sure. The first challenge that actually kind of scared me, that made me think twice about what I was doing on YouTube, that would be the olive oil. Just the sheer amount of calories, the amount of fat, and once I like poured it all into that giant beer glass, I was actually shaking. You know, I had all my friends, my family, they're like, don't do this, this is completely off the wall. Probably, they're like, this is the worst thing you've done to date, don't do it. And of course I did it anyway, but I did actually stop. I was concerned about all the risks and everything, so the olive oil, yeah, that made me stop and think twice. Where did I come up with Skippy 62 Able? I just wanted to use Skippy. In first grade, the teacher asked if any of the kids had nicknames, and I raised my hand. I said yes. My friends call me Skippy. She asked why. I said because I like to skip a lot. And then my asshole best friend still calls me Skippy to this day. Bust my balls. Yeah, that's why Skippy's there. 62, that was my college football number. So, and then Able, I have no freaking clue. Because I'm able to do all this crazy shit. That's where I got Skippy 62 Able. Do I smoke weed? No, I only smoke alcohol. The hottest chili I've eaten? Thanks to Ted, the fire-breathing idiot. I've eaten ghost pepper, the Trinidad scorpion, and the Moruga. So I've pretty much eaten all of the hottest peppers there are, and I'm probably going to eat the next hottest pepper that comes out. Is today Wednesday or Thursday? It's Tuesday, Ryan B., you dumbass. John Paul M. asks if I frequented, a lot of the bars on Arthur Avenue in the Bronx when I went to Fordham. Yes, I did. Howl at the Moon, Mugsy's. I probably went to Howl at the Moon 3 or 4 times a week, so we probably saw each other there. What forced me to move to LA? Because I'm 29 years old and I was making YouTube videos in my parents' house. And, it's time to move out. Probably should have moved out 5 years ago, but yeah. Plus, as much as I appreciated my parents' house and, building a strong fan base there, I didn't enjoy it. I did not enjoy coming home and, seeing my parents there. I'm like, yeah, I said enough is enough, get my own place. So here I am. Did I play football? Yes, I played football all throughout high school, 4 years college, went to Fordham University in the Bronx, captain of my high school football team. Did I ever want to, go to the pros? No, I was never big enough, never fast enough, never strong enough. But yeah, that's why I'm a competitive eater and a YouTube entertainer. So, do I have monster turds? You know what? To be honest, usually when I'll eat about 3 or 4 Chipotle burritos a day. And yes, those produce monster turds. But, yeah, on the usual, I got decent sized turds. DC or Marvel? I used to collect Marvel cards as a kid, so Marvel. Have I been to the doctor? About a year ago I went to the doctor, checked my blood, checked everything, top to bottom, got full physical. I was okay. Am I due for probably another physical? Absolutely. So I need to get that done. Am I concerned about my health? I guess if I say yes, you're going to call bullshit because I'm drinking, olive oil and doing all this crazy shit. But yes, at day's end, I am concerned about my health. I do want to, grow up to be an old man, have kids, have a family, stuff like that. So I do try to calculate all the risks before I do the stuff I do on YouTube, and I try to limit. I'm not doing 4 or 5 crazy things in a month. I'm doing like 1, maybe 2 crazy things a month, if that. Maybe once a month. So that's doing 12 crazy things a year. So I do try to calculate the risk and minimize what I do. And someone asked what my overall goal or purpose was for starting a YouTube channel. At first it was just to do eating challenges, show people I could eat a lot of food. And then it evolved into just, I don't know, doing things the average person doesn't want to do, which is why I do it. I provide the entertainment by doing stuff nobody else wants to really do. And I just want to show that, if you put your mind to something, you can do it. Mind over matter. I just want more of a positive attitude, inspiring type deal. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't have a death wish. I'm not trying to kill myself. I just want to inspire others to push past their obstacles. So that's my main goal and my main purpose. And that was the last question. And that only took me 26 minutes and 40 seconds. Have fun watching that, because I won't. Thank you everybody for sticking with me. If you haven't subscribed or liked my channel or follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, just look down the link below. I'd appreciate it if you guys just click like or subscribe. I'm sweating. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. I think I need to go to the hospital.